Now, what would have happened was,
I'm
well,
not a sir, but okay.
sir, if you would have just went inside,
See,
got
you
it from.
want to be disrespectful, and then you.
It's not
wonder.
disrespectful.
I'm not a sir, so why are you gonna call me sir?
I'm sorry. Somebody's approaching us.
Can you guys tell me a little bit more about what you're doing?
You say who did what?
Can you tell me about a little bit more about what you're doing?
We just trying out the new AI facial recognition, and maybe just gathering some license plates. We're not speaking to anyone; they speaking to us.
Yeah, because they're wanting to know why you're taking their pictures. Like we're a business.
Yeah, facial recognition and license plate.
Okay, did somebody send you here?
Yes.
Okay, who sent you?
We can't really get
Okay,
too
then
much.
I'm gonna ask you to leave my property.
We have no intentions on going
Okay,
like.
so here's my deal. If you cannot tell me who sent you and you're taking pictures of my customers, then I'm gonna ask you to leave my property.
Are there how many workers are inside of there?
I'm not gonna answer you, sir.
We wasn't even going to be here long, just like a couple
I'm gonna
hours.
go ahead and call the police.
No, you ain't got to
wait,
do
wait,
that. Hold
wait,
on.
wait.
Real quick, come back.
We'll
Come
talk
back.
to
No,
you
don't do that. Hey, come.
I have warrants. No.
Come here, please. Let me. I'm sorry. I can't hear you with the cars. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
You said who did what? What's she saying?
Huh?
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Yes. So we're just standing out here documenting, reporting
Documenting what?
in public. Huh?
What are you documenting?
Oh, anything we can see. A lot of different businesses.
Okay.
And,
Well, I will tell you, I drove past here about
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, and you guys were standing right here,
right. Yeah.
facing them,
Right.
still recording. Why would you keep recording them if you're doing everybody? You should be pointing at us.
We're getting some B-roll.
Well,
footage.
can we ask you a serious question? First, what is your name and your...
This is where everything begins, and right from the first few seconds, you can feel that something isn't quite right. A simple presence on a sidewalk instantly turns into suspicion, tension, and confrontation. The moment someone approaches asking questions, the dynamic shifts from passive observation to active scrutiny. And what makes this even more interesting is the response. Instead of giving a straightforward answer, the individuals lean into ambiguity, mentioning AI facial recognition and license plate gathering. Now, whether that's sarcasm, strategy, or bait, it works, because instantly, the person questioning them becomes uneasy. You can hear it in the tone. Concern turns into authority, and authority quickly turns into control. The business representative draws a line. Identify yourselves or leave. That's the first real escalation point, because now this is no longer curiosity, it's a demand. And the refusal to comply, that's what fuels everything that follows. Notice how the cameramen stay calm, almost calculated. They're not chasing conflict, but they're definitely not backing down either. And when the police are mentioned, everything changes. That one sentence, "Go ahead and call the police," sets the stage for the real confrontation. Then comes the officer. From the moment she enters, there's already confusion, overlapping voices, and rising tension. Communication breaks down almost instantly. Questions are repeated, tones are misunderstood, and frustration begins to build on both sides. But here's the key turning point in this segment. The moment the cameramen shift the conversation to rights, they stop answering what they're doing and start asking, "What rights do we have right now?" That single pivot flips the entire interaction. Now the pressure is no longer on them, it's on the officer, and you can feel the shift. The officer is no longer just responding, she's being tested. And just like that, what started as a simple inquiry on a sidewalk has turned into a constitutional standoff.
Badge? I can't see.
Wicks 2092.
So, Officer Wiggs, with all due respect, and if you can please de-escalate, what rights do we have right now on this sidewalk that you are here to
I'm
defend?
asking you what you're doing. That's
What
all I'm
rights?
saying.
What rights do we have? Are you here to defend, though?
I'm just documenting. I'm recording.
We told you.
So,
Who?
you do.
I have a what?
Why you screaming, "Ma'am, I have a warrant, please don't call the cops"?
Yeah, you don't call the
Yes.
cops. I have like 50,000. You don't know who's watching, you know?
But
I understand what you're saying about privacy. I understand how everybody feels. They weren't doing anything. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know exactly what they're
You were just a little escalated, though.
you was, KJ. What rights, though, do we
Okay,
have?
first of all, I raised my voice because
You're
you
doing it
said
now.
multiple times, because you can't hear me because there's
Stop
cars.
screaming. We can hear
Is-
you. We're right here. We are right. We don't need you. Goodbye. Goodbye. We don't want to talk to you anymore. Goodbye.
And you a corporal. You about to be a sergeant, you know? So
No, she's not.
she got at least
Yeah,
one
she's gonna
stripe.
lose the Chevron.
They gave it to her.
Okay, let me go ahead and see your ID if you want to be that way.
Do what?
You have to show me your ID.
Let's get a supervisor out here. You need
Fine,
reasonable,
but right now,
articulable
I'm
suspicion
here
of a
on-
crime. You need
Articulate
reasonable,
the crime.
articulable suspicion
pet
of a
check.
crime.
Articulate the crime.
I just told you.
Yes.
give ideas
She's
to
finna really make
everybody.
her department look bad.
Articulate the crime.
Don't violate our constitutional civil right.
We're out here documenting on a public sidewalk. She must arrest Google then.
Attitude, if I come, supervise your location.
Please.
I don't think she can read.
It's okay.
So you told me to de-escalate, but now you're making smart remarks.
Well, there's a book right here for you to look at. You haven't looked at it yet, so I was just curious.
I mean, if this is all you have to do all day is sit here and hope the police will pull up,
Did we call the police?
KJ, this is a perfect
Okay.
time for you to educate them. Not come at us asking us what we doing. You could have went straight to them and said, hey, look, they on the sidewalk, seem like they exercising their rights. Just don't pay them no mind. Instead, you escalating though.
and
What
you
rights
want-
do we
you come
have?
Right at me saying, tell me what
Listen to
you're out
your
here
tone.
for.
Your tone is just disrespectful.
My tone is because if you
Well,
want to
I don't
watch from
like
the
it.
beginning of his video,
I
he
did
said
say that.
twice, I can't hear
But
you.
it's how you
So
wording
you
it.
have to raise
It's
your
how you
voice.
wording it though,
I
Miss
see any
KJ.
cars coming by that's loud. You know.
Now, sir. Now, what would have happened was,
I'm
well,
not a sir, but okay.
sir, if you would have just went inside,
See,
got
you
it from.
want to be disrespectful, and then you.
It's not
wonder.
disrespect.
I'm not a sir, so why are you gonna call me sir?
I'm sorry, I seen KJ.
That's my initials, first of all.
Sir,
Doesn't mean my
listen.
name-
All we wanted them is to get the education. If you just came up and just educated them,
Ma'am.
okay.
Hey, don't point your fingers.
In your policy,
That's
you're supposed to be
aggressive.
respectful,
I'm gonna take
though.
you
That's
for a
in your
sign of
policy.
aggression.
Sir, really?
I don't like.
This supposed to be real easy.
This is where the situation truly begins to spiral, and you can feel the tension tightening with every exchange. What started as a basic question about filming has now evolved into a direct challenge of authority, and the officer is clearly struggling to maintain control of the interaction. The moment she requests ID, everything escalates, because now the cameramen immediately push back, not emotionally, but legally. They demand one thing: articulate the crime. And this is critical. This is where knowledge becomes power. They're no longer just defending themselves. They're putting the officer on the spot. And you can hear it: repetition, pressure, persistence. Articulate the crime. Reasonable suspicion. These aren't random phrases. These are deliberate triggers. And the officer? She doesn't provide a clear answer. That hesitation, that lack of clarity, it starts to expose a crack in authority. But then something else happens. The tone shifts from serious to personal. Now it's no longer just about rights. It becomes about respect, tone, and ego. The conversation derails into remarks, corrections, even subtle mockery. And this is where things get dangerous in these types of encounters, because once emotion enters, logic starts to fade. The cameramen begin criticizing her approach, her tone, even her professionalism. And instead of resetting the situation, the officer engages. That's the mistake, because now she's no longer controlling the interaction. She's reacting to it. And then comes another key moment. They call for a supervisor. That single move signals something powerful. They don't recognize her authority in this moment. They want someone higher, someone more composed, someone who understands the law better. At this point, the officer is no longer leading the situation. She's being challenged from every angle, legally, socially, and emotionally. And the tension, it's only building.
Smooth. You said Miss KJ. This supposed to be real smooth. You didn't park right. Look, you blocking the entrance.
Got your lights on. Now you're scaring people away from the business.
People can go around me.
They're
I'm not
scared. They're scared of those lights.
You came straight to us. You should have went to them. Said, hey, is that where they been all day? They have every right to be there, and left it at that. You come and questioning us. We just rolled past. We seen you record. Yes, we recording there from public. We have every right to record in public.
I could stand out here all day if I wanted
That's
to.
true, you can.
So that 15 minutes ago was irrelevant.
So then you was like, your ID. We need your ID. Your ID.
I asked the
You
actor, he
pushing
said he
it.
has a warrant.
You pushing it. You pushing it, KJ.
Did you hear me say I had a warrant?
You should have educated that lady. That was a perfect time to educate her. That these guys like they just recording in public. Just don't give them no mind.
And
If you don't give them no mind, they'll probably go away. They're not
if I
gonna stand
did-
out there forever.
Even if I did have a warrant, you need what? You need reasonable suspicion.
And he said warranties.
I have a lot of warranties on my vehicle.
But she's going to tell you anything to make you come out of here, get out of your position, and try to do something. She made all those accusations so you would come in.
Your idea today is not to have the police come and contact me.
No, just to record in public. And if someone approaches us, we would educate them on what we was doing. Miss Jersey that was right here trying to speak with you, she would have told you how respectful we was. We spoke with those two. We spoke with those two ladies. It was just the manager that came out chirping. The other two workers, they had no issue. But the manager, though.
I promise you, if I was to start recording you guys,
Uh-huh.
you would have a fit.
No, I wouldn't.
Are you not recording?
I'm talking about if I'm in a store and I walk up to you and I just start recording
In
you,
a store, that's private property.
that's public.
No, a store is private property. We're out in public.
Okay. The point is.
No, you need another example because that was a horrible
That
example.
was a horrible
You're
example.
telling me if I'm walking on the sidewalk and I keep walking beside you and recording
We
you.
wasn't doing
What's
that,
up?
but
What's
that's
up?
fine.
Yo,
I would say,
what's
hi,
going
Mom.
on?
What time is this airing? This going to be on TV?
So what you're saying
Hi,
is you should
Mom.
be fearful of a camera.
Well, it's not going to be on TV. It's going to be all over wherever you post it on social media.
TV.
In 2026, where can you go and you're not being recorded?
Exactly.
So what
That's
is
why I
it?
tell people all the time.
So
I don't
what
know
is
why
it?
they commit
So what is
crimes.
the issue,
It's all right,
Officer
bro.
K.
I'm done
Jane?
talking to you.
What is the issue, Officer K. Jane?
We show surrounding energy level.
Oh God.
This the supervisor?
At least it's a guy coming. Maybe he a thinker and not off emotions.
See?
Sir,
Little
we don't need
things.
to. Sir, we don't need to hear you
Okay,
anymore.
you think it? Go ahead and post it so you can tell everybody how you're called a female sir, and that's not disrespectful.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. We're not sure this day and age.
Okay, I told you I'm a female.
Well, I said ma'am at first, and then I'm saying sir now.
Okay.
Well,
ma'am.
we apologize. We just.
No, because you could keep a smart remark and the whole thing. You're not recording yourself as you're making
Actually,
these
I am.
movements to me.
Because-
I am. It's on a two-way.
Is this your supervisor? This is just backup. Come on, can we get a thinker over here?
They literally are standing here trying to get police calls.
For how long? For how long were we here?
At least 15 minutes.
Exactly. What if we're doing B-roll? We're getting people coming and going. How do you know where we were before this? How do you know how long we were standing?
You
out
are
there?
a law enforcer, not a feelings enforcer. They have a right to be there. Fuck how they feel. They have a right to be there. That's all should have been said. All this was just extra, Miss KJ. I'm not here to make you look bad. We want you to do good. We would love to capture you on camera educating them. We are aware that they don't know, but you supposed to know. And when you pull up, you're supposed to go educate them. Speak to them first. You came straight at us. You should just go educate them that, hey, look, it's like they just exercising their rights on public. Two of the ladies are already aware of that. And I'm glad that Frost is here. He's the supervisor. He should be knowledgeable. I'm sorry, I can't see. If you came close, I would have asked you for your name and badge, and I'm a horrible reader, so, and I apologize. Can I get a CFS, please, or the CAD? Your call for service number, or the CAD number for this.
The report number that was generated for this call. I didn't know how slow you were. So.
But you knew what we was talking about, K. Jane.
I want you to make sure when you record this.
Just leave.
Now we enter the most chaotic phase of the encounter, where control is almost completely lost, and the interaction turns into a clash of perspectives, rather than a structured conversation. The cameramen double down on their stance. This was never supposed to be a confrontation, and that's what makes this moment so interesting, because they begin reframing the entire situation. Instead of being suspects, they position themselves as educators. They argue that the officer's role should have been to inform the public, not confront them. That's a powerful narrative shift. They're no longer defending their actions, they're critiquing hers. And in doing so, they flip the power dynamic entirely. You can hear the frustration in their voices, but it's controlled, strategic. They point out her parking, her lights, her approach. Every detail becomes part of their argument that she escalated unnecessarily. Meanwhile, the officer tries to justify her perspective, bringing up how it would feel if roles were reversed. But that argument collapses quickly. Why? Because it confuses public versus private space, and the cameramen catch it instantly. That was a horrible example. And just like that, her credibility takes another hit. Then comes another shift, the anticipation of backup. You can feel it in the tone. The cameramen are almost waiting for someone else to arrive, someone who might handle the situation differently. And when they see another officer approaching, there's a noticeable change in energy. Hope mixed with sarcasm. Maybe he's a thinker. That line says everything. It shows exactly how they now perceive the situation, not as a misunderstanding, but as a failure in judgment from the current officer. At this point, the original officer has lost control of the narrative, and everyone is waiting to see what happens next.
Just leave. Just leave.
All your little digs
Yeah,
out.
just leave. You suck.
10-8.
All right, guys, what's going on, man?
What's up?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
Can we get your name and your badge number just to start off for the record, please? How do you pronounce that, sir?
S with the long I, L-A-K, Phylac.
Phylac. What origin is that? Where did it come
Polish.
from? Polish? Well, yes, sir. Well, we just actually out here just recording in public.
Okay.
The manager came out. She was okay at first, and when she went back in, two of the other workers came out. They was cool with it. They actually understand what we was doing. But then the manager got upset. She called you guys, and the supervisor was. It just seemed like she was just trying to. It was just aggressive, you know. And I was like, let's just get a supervisor, a thinker out here that actually understands.
Well, it probably means somebody else decides
No,
to say if you
you're-
need a thinker.
Come on,
No,
man. Come on. I
They
still
say
like
the
it.
less hair you have, the smarter you are. So.
Well, then I should be 99. So,
And I was trying to let her know, and I told Officer Faust, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. Faust. I said what would have been great was we just like to capture police educating the public whenever they are called. We didn't want you guys really to be here, but since you are here, we just like to get you guys educating the public because yes, they may not know, but you're here.
what would you like to know? So, well, first of all, what's your name?
You can just call me Bartholomew.
Bartholomew, and you?
My name's Alex.
Alex?
Yep.
Okay. So, Bartholomew, what would you like to know?
The CFS number for this call, please, sir.
The what?
The CFS, the CAD.
I don't have that on
Can you
me.
just radio over there? Like, hey, can I get the... And my phone may even pick it up. You may not even have to write it down.
Here goes the fire starter is actually.
Here she's come. She's coming right back over here.
Who's that?
The manager.
Just look over your right shoulder, man, and just start laughing.
I accidentally looked up our policy, and you guys aren't doing anything wrong, so I apologize. I just got a couple of complaints. Let me take off my hand.
Yeah, you're good.
I just got a couple complaints, and I have to take my customers before anything else, so I do apologize. I
Yeah.
did go in there, look it up, and so you guys can do it.
And one thing I want to say to you, I really want to appreciate you and even shake your hand
Yeah.
because that's one thing that's hard for all of us as humans is to say we sorry,
For sure.
I love you,
For sure.
I was wrong. So for you to come out here and walk over here and apologize, that shows big.
I take full responsibility for my mess up.
Okay,
Like I said,
hey.
Can I come get a cherry limeade?
I'll go get you a cheer.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Karen. Don't put me on there as no Karen, okay?
No,
Oh, that right there was...
That's the Karen finger.
Oh, no, don't do that. But I'm not no Karen.
but one thing I want to say, it will start off looking bad, but
Don't
this
you
is
put me on no
no, listen. What you just did, that just show a lot on your character, though. To walk over here and just to say, listen, I looked everything up. I'm sorry. That take a lot, and I appreciate you. And my name is Moses, by the way.
I ain't gonna tell you my name. She's gonna put it on the internet. But
It's okay.
But-
I just told him my name. It's okay. I just
you know what I mean. But I do want to say I do apologize. But
and I
on the
said it.
subtitles, but I ain't no Karen.
And I apologize if we really startled anybody. You know,
It
this is.
was about 3 older people that they really did not know what was going on. That lady, she was trying to cover her face. You know what I mean? And she almost did wreck up over here. You know what I mean?
And we actually just really go around just educating people on basic
I watch
rights.
videos like that all the time. That's what the girls were telling me, and I was like, let me go see it. Let me go look it up. You know what I mean? So that's why I came out here.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate you again. I can't say that enough. And it take a lot of, especially even to apologize on camera. People don't want to do that. So they.
And this is where everything changes. The arrival of the second officer immediately shifts the tone. The energy drops, the aggression fades, and for the first time in the entire interaction, there's structure. Calm questions, Clear communication. No confrontation. The cameramen explain their side, calmly, confidently, without interruption. And this is key, because now, for the first time, their actions are being heard, not challenged. And then comes the moment that defines this entire encounter. The original officer returns, but this time, with a completely different tone. She admits it. I looked up our policy, and you guys aren't doing anything wrong. That single sentence changes everything. This is the resolution, the acknowledgement, the moment where authority steps back and accountability steps forward. And to her credit, she apologizes. On camera, publicly, without excuses. That's rare. The cameramen recognize it immediately. The tension dissolves. What was once a heated confrontation turns into mutual respect, even appreciation. And this is what makes this ending so powerful. Not just because the situation de-escalates, but because it reveals something deeper. Two completely different approaches to authority. One driven by assumption and emotion, the other by understanding and correction. And in the end, it's not the confrontation that SD ends out, it's the resolution. Because moments like this don't just expose problems. They show what accountability actually looks like in real time.